Howdy y'all, my name is Brun Hefferton Mistrunner, and today I wanted to talk to y'all about the Underbog. The Underbog is the second dungeon in the Coalfang Reservoir, and I'm going to take you through pull by pull and just talk about what to watch out for. Got these underbats, whole bunch of these in here. They don't hit too hard. 480. It's going to hit harder than the other dungeons that you've done so far, so be prepared for that. These do patrol around, and they're pretty fast. Next, you've got the Shamblers. These Shamblers I would recommend killing first. You can also interrupt them. The Lurkers just get big and enrage. And I think when they get low HP, they shrink. Lurkers hit for about 500, looks like, on Conqueror Plate. One pull over here. This one will be optional, but if you're farming XP, may as well. Just clear them out. You can see these sanguine hibiscus things. You should save those until you are past honored. You can turn them in for some Cenarian rep. You do not need herbalism to pick those up. There's some underbat pulls. See a bog giant back there. Those do hit pretty hard. So we did get the patrol here. Just want to make sure you get your demo shout and your thunderclap. Reduce incoming damage by a bit. Keep an eye on your healer. If they have threat, you can taunt it off. War Stomp is always good. If you're torn. None of these really do anything it's that tricky, so target prioritization doesn't matter too much for these. You just want to watch out for the Shamblers. They do cast a regrowth. And the Shamblers are more orange. These Lurkers are more blue, green to purple. One thing that's nice to do is just mark the pats. You can see them moving around. Less likely to get caught off guard. Probably range pull this with all the stuff flying around. I'm taking this as Fury. Bearing in mind the healer is pretty stacked. Show you the spec real quick. And I'm leveling up and putting points in toughness now. Down toward Defiance. These bog giants hit pretty hard. 692 for a regular hit. You can use a grog, food buff, get a little bit of extra HP, or put a shield on. These put a stacking fungal decay, which is a disease effect. Movement speed reduction, damage over time. You want to cleanse that if you can. Another one of these simple pulls. Bats and Lurkers. Damage is pretty much all physical here. Did you get a bat patrol? Just want to keep cleaving it down. There's another pull over there to the left. May as well get it if you're after XP and rep. And these are the Shamblers that cast the heal. So I'm going to mark these skull and necks so the DPS know to focus them down. There's that fungal regrowth ability. Itchy spores. That's a debuff. Nature damage inflicted after 10 seconds. Your skin itches horribly. 5 seconds remaining. So if he gets that dispelled, he won't take the damage. But he did get the damage. And that's a spore explosion effect. So that's a physical. You can't dispel that. Another bat lurker pull. Pretty easy. Shambler lurker. Kill the Shambler first. And we'll keep an eye out for this patrol. Whenever I'm tanking like this, I'm kind of just hitting the abilities that I know that I need to hit. Just hitting the hotkeys. And then I can keep my eye on the battlefield and see what's coming up next. That way we don't get surprised. So I can get on this guy right away. So I'm in Berserker stance. It hit me for 864. These are pretty ouch. Bog Giant with some extra bats. Just whirlwind them. Cleave them down. Mainly want to focus threat on the Bog Giant because it hits the hardest. Keep up a demo shout. The harder a mob hits, the greater the value you get from demo shout. Because they got a lot of attack power to work with. I'm going to go up and around here. There's a boss up top. Some more hibiscus down there. And this pull, you can just pull up to you with the ranged attack. It's down there. Looks like about from here. Now they're going to shamble their way around. We can fight them. We might be able to fight one of these. Now we should just wait. Get up my buffs, sweeping strikes. And then focus that Shambler. Watch for the regrowth. We got him. All clear, moving up. Double Bog Giant pull. These should be linked. Yep. So I'll go defensive stance. Play it smart. Demo shout. We got a skull there next, so we have a target priority. Focus DPS is good on big targets like this. Once one of them is dead, you have eliminated a source of incoming damage. Makes it easier on your healer. You can save rage for the boss. Alright, this is a mushroom guy. Hungarfen. I'm going to pull him way over to the corner, and then as he drops mushrooms, we can pull him away from those. Sure, Demo Shot is up. He's hitting for about 1,000 when he does hit. Pretty easy. Do these blow up when you attack them? Ooh, ouch. Those are ouch. And they have a whole bunch of HP. Not worth focusing those down. Yeah, and the damage stacks over time. Brutal. Steer clear of those. What else does he drop? Spell hit damage hands. Damage and healing hands. Leather. Attack power wrist with Agi stem. Mail. Totem, water shield ability. 27 mana each time it triggers. And then a thrown weapon, hit and AP. Want to keep an eye on these pats. The bats plus 2 bog giants would be a tough time. Bats on their own are not too bad. Brondy seed. Survive! People having internet problems. This is day 1. Bandage it up. Is he back? He looks like he's meditating. Yeah, he's definitely meditating. Well, we can just do a mitigation pull. Let's see how this guy does against our mitigation gear. Keep that demo shot. Hits for 304. 297 from this tick. Fungal decay. And he's back. Perfect. Now we can put the ugly dinosaur suit back on. He looks DC'd. They're dropping like flies. Another bog giant. Keep an eye out for the hibiscus. Doesn't really matter too much which way these are facing, it seems like. No frontal cone abilities. As a general tip, if you're tanking something and you don't know what it does, face it away from the raid. Or the party. Watch out for that pat. If it has a tail, face it parallel to the raid. Dragon mechanics. Have to watch out for the tail swipe. Whatever the breath is. Any cleaves? Saffron has a big cleave. There are 2 more at the top of the ramp up there. These Myrmidons hitting for 200 to 500. They've got a trident or something. Broken Helix is back. Mind the bridge, don't fall off. There's a pull right around the corner, so you want to pull this back. And there are some patrols in that hallway, so be careful. We're going to line side pull a lot of these upcoming pulls, so it's nice and clean. Pulling around. So we got tribesmen and warriors and spearmen. And there are some oracles in the mix here. You're going to want to focus the casters down first, as usual. Healer mana looks good. Keep an eye out for that patrol. I'll just mark it. And I would focus this healer first. This guy's back here. Well, we pulled everything now. They were shadow bolting our healer through the doorway. Interrupting oracles is good. Keeping demo shot up is also good. Or demoralizing roar, whatever you got as a tank. Healer skull. Then the oracle next. Interrupt those spells. Healer mana looks good. We'll take on this 4-pack. Focus healer first. Prayer of healing they do. So that would be an AoE heal to all those. You don't want to let that go off. Be careful coming up this ramp. There are some pulls right around the corner. There's a chest. Okay. That's the patrol. We'll pull this one down. Just get them stacked up. Make sure you're in line of sight of the healer. Pretty long patrol from that pack. Healer, Oracle, Tribesman. Pummel that Frostbolt. Demo shout, cleave him down. We'll back up a little bit. We don't really want the Pat to chain with that pack. There's the healer. And now we'll take this pat. If you do not have Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, you may want to Thunderclap these pulls. Reduces the attack speed of targets. Improved Thunderclap in BC is stronger than the Thunder Fury debuff. I'm not spec'd into that, so if I did Thunderclap, then the TF buff would replace it. Or debuff. Keeping an eye on my buffs. Sharpening Stone is about to expire. Just re-up that. And we're up at the next boss. Ghaz'an. Hydralist kind of guy. 3 heads. Triple the reason to turn him away from the raid. We'll take him in the center. Nature damage every 3 seconds. Acid breath. It's a physical effect. Cannot be dispelled. Just gotta heal through it. He's hitting me for about 540. 909 crit. Attack speed is pretty fast. That's about it. Pretty easy on normal difficulty. What else does he drop? Healing Cloak. Plate Waste for Paladins. Resilient Stam Neck for PvP. Spell Crit Neck, damage and healing. And a Mace. 2-handed. Two bosses to go. If you have a quest, Lost in Action, you go up here in the bushes, there's a guy, he'll come out. He's in stealth, so you can't see him right away. But he'll whisper at you, "Psst, hey, come over here." And then you go over there. We'll get this pat first. So these rays do a Psychic Horror, which is different from a fear. You can't use your regular fear break, but you can interrupt this and you can stun lock these guys. Pretty fast cast too. If you don't have your global up, sometimes you can't hit it. It's also not a bad idea to have a warlock for this, because we did have a problem of some people getting Psychic Horde into the mushrooms and then they get stuck. So we got feared into some more. That's fine. A War Stomp. And our consumes ran out. Re-up. Mongoose, Battle Elixir. Superior Defense, Guardian Elixir. And you get reputation gains in here up to honored, but not past that. Got a stinger pull, bunch of bugs. Focus a Stinger first. These ones do a ranged ability. I want to try to gather them up if you can. $898 magic attacks. They do a poison spit. It's pretty hard, can be interrupted. This area is pretty congested, you want to be careful with the pats. And also making sure the pole is pretty far back with these rays. You're not going to be able to get every single psychic horror interrupted. Alright. We'll pull this back, see what we get. If you do a battle shot, that gives you a little bit of initial threat. So that pat didn't pull, but this wasp was with the group. It's ranged, we'll pummel that. Stun for the ray. Now the safest bet would be to pull this group. So we'll pull it. Fight it back here. Interrupt a spit. Cleave him down. Alright, pats are clear. Probably best to kill the ray first with the fear. Very clean. BOE trash drop, not bad. Interrupt the wasp. Focus the rays. Interrupt whatever fear you can. See, that's a psychic horror effect. You notice I can't break out of that with Berserker Rage. And it makes you run super fast. So you want to account for that distance whenever you're deciding where to take a fight. And we're coming up on the next boss. To keep it nice and clean, we can just pull this guy over here. Give us more room to fight. And then we'll do the boss. You can also just save rage. Alright, we got full rage. There we go. So for this one, we want to be focusing down the Swamplord and then sleeping the bear. Spoiler alert, there is a druid, that the bear is a druid, who is under the control of his hunter, but he doesn't want to be like that. So if you can sleep the bear, or fear it, just CC it, focus down the boss, then you can talk to that guy for the quest. So we have a druid in the party, they use hibernate. This guy's a hunter, he'll put down a freezing trap. He enrages the bear, so that's extra value for CC in it. He does a big aim shot, which hits pretty hard. He's gonna put down another freezing trap. Aim shot on the rogue. And we got him. Tunic of the Night Watcher. Damage and healing. 3 sockets. MP5 for a socket bonus. What else do you drop? Dodge Agi-Stam Cloak. That's the chest. Shoulder piece, plate, Stam, Strength, Intellect, Spell Crit, Paladin Shoulder. Hit rating, Strength, Stam, Pants. And a dagger with spell hit and damage and healing. So after we took the bear down in HP, switches back into a druid. Talk to him for your quest. Keep it moving. Underbog Lord now. 1293 hit. 1575 hit. These guys chunk. Big hits. And they put the fungal decay on. So these are pretty much like the previous guys, just way stronger. 1350 hit, damn. Why is that ray dead? Why is that ray dead? That's a nice waterfall. Oh shit. The Black Stalker. This is the boss. Let's get him. Chain lightning. Cannot be interrupted. Make sure you're spread out. Sitting for about 1k. Faster attack speed than those bog lords. Levitate ability. Cannot be interrupted. Basically CC someone, so you did it to this Felguard. And that's a Black Stalker. One-handed dagger. Crit, stam, AP. Not bad. What else he drop? Cloth rose, damage and healing. Triple socket. Leather pants. Dodge, hit, attack power. Stam. For bears. Mail chest. Crit, AP. Stam int. Plate shoulder. Defense. Strength, stam. And the dagger. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Underbog. Start to finish, pull by pull. Stay safe out there. And I'll see you on the heroic version of this guide. Ancestors watch over you.